Church, I want to preach at us right now. I want you to be willing to listen to this, and I want you to be willing to evaluate. Are you the parent that's always trying to help your daughter be the same as everybody else? Are you the intimidated parent who always worries that you're not allowing your kids to do more younger, even though it kind of bothers you how everything just seems to be kind of breaking down in our society in regards to even when a child enters into a certain behavior or is allowed to do certain things? Do you feel alone? Do you feel lonely in that? Do you feel like the other moms are judging you? Are you a parent who buys your kid things that you can't afford just because the other kids have it? Are you a parent who takes your kids on experiences that your family cannot afford? And you foolishly put your family in even more debt, or you're not saving enough for the family's future or education, but you do it because you want your child to be the same as all their friends and even their cousins? We gotta be better than that. Somebody's got to put their foot down. Somebody's got to say, well, that's what they do, but that's not what we do. Somebody's got to say, that's them, that's not us. Somebody's got to talk back to the children. You know, we used to say, kids, don't talk back to your mom. Now we have to say, hey, mom, go ahead and talk back to your kids. We have to say to our kids, you know what? That's great that that family does that. If you'd been born into that family, you'd probably be really happy right now. Sucks to be you. And don't say sucks. Church, make no mistake about this. In the San Francisco East Bay in 2014, our sons and our daughters must be raised to be different, not same. Same isn't working. Same is everybody just floating down a stream towards a waterfall. Our families have to be different. Our kids have to be different. Different than the neighbor kids, different than the cousins, different than the kids at school, different than the kids on the ball team. They actually must not fit in, even though that hurts us because it affects their popularity. The Bible does not call us to raise popular children. The Bible calls us to raise leaders, godly leaders. And you know what? Here's the deal. It starts with our behavior because our kids are watching us. So when we go to a party, when we hang out, when we're talking, when we're sharing, if we don't seem any different than the sinful society that we live in, why would we expect our children to be any different than us? Wherever we take it, they're gonna take it a little bit further. That means we gotta pull back so that where they end up is not over the cliff. We've gotta discipline ourselves as the adults in this relationship. And we've gotta stop letting our children dictate or letting our children's friends dictate what our family is gonna stand for and be and do and represent, and what are our family values, and what makes us not the same as the world, but